And we're live. I was ready to say Sunday. Wednesday, June the 5th. What's in your closet?
What's in your closet?
What's in your closet?
Lots of dresses and shoes.
Anyway, you know what? I thought I'd start the show out today because I was actually driving today, and which I hate doing in traffic. Yeah, I was driving. Yeah. Why are you breathing on me? And actually, you know, I hate traffic. I'm anybody who knows me knows I just battle with traffic. And but there was an interesting story on the radio this morning.
Yeah.
And it talked about how much of our lives are secrets. Like how much of our lives we don't tell anyone, or we share with particular people, but we don't share with other people. And I found it really interesting.
Like everyday normal things, or like big dark secrets.
You know, and like some big dark secrets, but some things that you might tell your mother that you would not tell your significant other, or something you tell your significant other that you wouldn't share with your friends. And they were saying, put a percentage behind that. So, for example, people were saying, 10% of my life is completely secret. And people were saying 15%. And some people were as low as 2%. And in some people, it was very interesting because people were calling in and saying what percentage they thought they were and why they thought that. But it was interesting.
Did they all have big secrets?
Some of them did. Some of them did. Like this one girl called in and she's like, I'd say probably about 30% of my life is a secret. And they're like, why? And they were voice changing. And she said, because I was a stripper.
And she doesn't want anybody to know.
And she didn't want anyone to know that she was a stripper. And, and they said, why did you do it? And she was like, I just needed the money.
Yeah.
And, you know, she seemed like somebody was just hard up for money. And then, you know, when you're asked this question, people are like, oh, my life's an open book. I tell everybody. But then
But there's always little things you don't tell everybody.
There were a lot of things. A lot of people called in and they were like, this one girl who was part of the show was saying that she had a big secret about masturbating. Like she was like,
she was one of the hosts.
She was one of. She's like, I masturbate. And she approached her friend about it, and her friend was like, yeah, of course,
Everybody
masturbate.
does
Everybody
it. We talked about it.
We talked about it. We talked about the masturbate-a-thon. We promoted the damn thing.
That's right.
But she said her friend, you know, talked to her about it and said it was completely normal to masturbate. And that's how you knew how to have a man please you and everything like that.
If you don't know your own body, how can you tell someone else
what to do to please you? And so she said her friend, you know, that was her secret, and her friend kind of coached her through that. And she said the first time after she met with her friend and had that conversation with her friend, when she went to masturbate, she kept thinking about her friend. So she said she stopped masturbating for a year. But it's funny, like
for a year? That's crazy. But you know what else? Well,
that's crazy. For one day, that's crazy.
No, for a year. But I'm just saying, a lot of people, it's also in how they're raised. Some people, it gets drilled into their head that that's wrong.
It's taboo.
And it's really sad.
Right. But it raises a question. Since Sky and I could talk about masturbation all day. Well, it raises the question, what do you think? What percentage of your life, everybody out there, what percentage of your life do you think is a secret? Sky, what percentage of your life do you think is a secret?
Maybe 5%.
5%.
What about yours?
15 or 20.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. If I really, and at first I thought, no, it's very low. I guess the number like you, but then there's so many things that come to mind. You think, I don't really share that with people. I don't share it. I don't care to share. Now, I think if someone asked me about it, I'd probably say it. But I think a lot of things in life, people don't volunteer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like people might not volunteer, you know, things that like if they do certain things, they have certain quirks or certain things they do, you know, or talking to themselves, if they have financial issues, whatever it might be.
Well, I
think a lot of people don't say certain things. And if you really sit back and assess yourself and think about the things that you don't share with other people, then that percentage starts to bump up.
But certain things, I don't think certain things should be part of it, like financial stuff. That's nobody's business. So that's not a secret.
But there you go. But
but it's not a secret. That's just not something you share or should have to.
I know, but they considered that part of it. Like if it's something that you're not sharing, you know, and now what's funny.
But just with everybody or certain?
With everybody, or, you know, and see, that's the thing.
So I guess, okay, so maybe mine's like 10%, and I don't tell everybody all my shit.
Because no one lives a life that is a complete open book. Like, hey, this is what I've done sexually.
Oh yeah, this is how much money I make. This is what I've done.
This is how many blowjobs I've given guys. This is how many, you know, this is you don't tell that. Sometimes you might share
volunteering.
With your, right. Yeah. You might share with your significant other, but not tell your parents. Some things you might tell your parents and not share with your significant other. Some you might. So it was interesting because you look at that, and everybody who even thinks that they're very honest and upfront, it shows that to some degree, our lives are not a complete open book. That,
yeah,
you know,
but sometimes it's not because you want to hide something because you're embarrassed. It's just nobody's business.
it's nobody's business,
Yeah.
right? And I think it's the way you look at it. Like some people are like, I don't care. This could be anybody's business. You look at it like, I feel like that's my private.
Yeah.
I shouldn't share that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, the way your line of thinking with that, some people might think that about who they were with sexually in the past or things they've done. If they were incarcerated, like one person was incarcerated, they called in,
Wow.
they had a job and they had been incarcerated. So they're like, okay, this is nobody's business that I've been locked up in jail. But I'm thinking, yeah, it's your employer's business. They might not want you to steal from them. So it's how you look at it. But it's a very interesting question. And my question to everybody out there watching the show is, we want to see in the comment board
Yes.
what you think what percentage of your life do you think is a secret?
Yeah.
Now, speaking of comments, last week we had some funny.
We did have some funny comments.
You know, and I'm going to get right back. We do our comment challenge every week. My favorite one was from this guy, Jay Miller.
Okay.
And you know what's funny? It's funny because it says,
I do like that one, actually.
I bet
That's
you
a
do.
good one.
Yeah, Sky does. It says, I print a replica. Now, we talked about different things, like 3D printing last week. You guys
Yeah.
have to go back and watch the show if you didn't watch. But this guy.
About the 3D printing. And this was the only person that commented on it,
Right.
which shocks me.
And this guy made a comment in reference to that. He'd say, we asked, what would everybody print if they had a 3D printer? And I was like, cupcakes, pizza. This guy was like, I'd print a replica cake of my girlfriend's genitalia. Eat it up, fellas.
That's so funny.
He was right on point. He had the right idea and stuff. And your favorite came from what? This guy, Tiago Alexander.
Alexandre.
That's like a sex. Tiago Alexandra.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, okay, for the couple who wants the dolphins to deliver their baby, are they going to get the whales to feed it?
Yeah, because we took a segment on the dolphins.
Are they?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even think they're going to get the damn dolphins to deliver the damn baby.
No.
Anyway, Sky,
Yes.
guess what time it is?
What time is it? Are we going to do something new?
No, we're actually going to do something else. It's time for the movie quote. Brought it back.
Ooh, the
You know,
movie quote is back.
Yes.
That is
I
awesome.
brought the movie quote back. Everybody, the movie quote wasn't around for a while, and we seemed like, let me tell you something. Don't you see how Sky was trying to look cool right now? She fucked the whole teleprompter.
Well, it's not my fault, man.
She's
This
like,
thing is all
shit.
messed up. I gotta get back.
Look, she's trying to be cool while we're still taping everybody, and she's like this going, oh shit.
Well, but I got it back,
You
didn't I?
did a good job. I know you don't. I'm just joking. Here, come on. Go ahead. Yeah, give me some. All right. Anyway, but we're bringing the movie quote back. Some people said they wanted the movie quote. So
People like it.
They do like
Yeah,
it.
they're good at it.
This month's quote, it's open to everybody because obviously we're in June. It's a new month. It's the first show of the month. This is the quote. You guys ready? $6 and my right nut says we're not landing in Chicago. That's it. I'll repeat it. $6 and my right nut says we're not landing in Chicago.
All right, that was good.
Okay. Everybody's not familiar with the movie quote. You have to tell me who the actor or actress that said their actual real life name, who said that quote, and what movie that quote was from. And then you have to hit me up in my inbox at kevin@thekevinwhiteshow.com. First one with the correct answer wins a $25 gift card from Amazon.
Ooh, that's good. That's good stuff, guys.
Do you watch The Price is Right?
I used to watch it a long time ago when I had nothing better to do. Like when I used to listen to it in my early 20s when I worked in an office. We would have it on, like the sound
but you
on. It was
couldn't see it.
entertaining.
Right.
Anyway, but I haven't seen it in a long time.
It's funny because The Price is Right has been in the news lately.
It's like a fun, easy game to participate in.
It really is. It's been around for years. Bob Barker was the host of it.
See, ever since Drew his name?
Carey,
Drew
yeah.
Carey took over. I'm not watching it.
Yeah, kind of the whole.
No.
It just was a whole cultural change.
Yeah.
Well, it was funny because The Price is Right or The Price is Wrong, as Adam Sandler would say in the movie.
The price is wrong, bitch.
Was really in the news this week. Did you hear why?
It was? What happened to the game?
There was a woman, a former North Carolina postal carrier. This woman, Cindy Wrench Cashwell, and Cashwell actually, and.
Cashwell?
Cashwell.
Where's the cash at?
Where's the cash at? She was on The Price is Right.
Ooh, that's fun.
And, she was on the show. And
People go crazy getting on there.
That's one of the things they do. They get to that big-ass wheel.
That's right.
And they're all excited because they're spinning for money and they're spinning for shit. And this woman, Cindy Cashwell, was on there, and she was reaching up, spinning.
You always wonder how heavy that thing is, right? It looks hard.
And it's funny.
It looks hard.
It looks hard. And you know what? That is just it. That wheel and also the wheel on Wheel of Fortune, everybody who's been on the show is like the wheel
It's
surprised
heavy?
me how heavy it was.
It was.
That's
So
the
it's a
first thing
workout. It's a workout.
So this woman is First of all, she takes one arm, she cranks it down. Then she's like, fuck it. She takes both arms, pulls down on the damn thing. And it's on TV, obviously.
Yeah.
Everybody's watching her. Well, this woman had basically filed for workman's compensation. She had filed back in 2004.
Wait a minute. Hold up.
She filed for workman's comp, saying, I can't lift shit. I can't lift my arm, my pinky toe. I can't sit down or stand up.
Not to cut you off. This goes back to that man that wrestled the shark on TV that was on stress leave from work, and he's on TV wrestling a shark. Guys, don't go on camera when you're trying to cheat the system.
Well, fuck her, because our tax dollars is paying for her fuck. You know what I mean? It's like
anyway. What? Okay, so they saw her on TV.
She's on TV, okay?
And she can't lift her arm.
And she's been getting money from the state of North Carolina. Obviously, she's claimed workman's comp. She can't work. She got an on-the-job injury. She was a postal carrier, and so in 2004, she basically was like, "I can't do anything.
I can't work anymore. Please
I hurt
send me
myself
a check.
on the truck. So send me a check. I'm going to sit on my ass. Send me a check." And even as recently as 2011, she went back and she said that she couldn't stand, she couldn't sit, she couldn't kneel, squat, climb, bench, reach, or grasp.
Oh.
So this is just a couple years ago. She's like,
so
I can't
she's really hurt.
She's fucked up. She's getting money, free money and shit. She's working the system. She's like, I can't reach, I can't grasp. There's no way I can be a postal worker. But I tell you what I can do is I can go out and hang out with Drew Carey and I can spin the motherfucking shit out of this wheel.
And I'm going to win.
Hands, and I'm going to win. But private investigator Allison Blackman said, nay.
Hold up.
Hold the phone
We're
back, man.
on to you, girl.
They had a private investigator following this woman. Basically, she pleaded guilty because they had so much on her. Not only was she on The Price is Right, acting like a complete donkey and spinning shit with her fucked up body, supposedly, but she went ziplining on a Carnival cruise. Ziplining.
And also, she was lifting. That's right. She was also lifting furniture.
Yeah, lifting furniture and stuff like this. So this woman was just completely, but it brought up she was a complete fraud. But it brought up the case that this woman, this investigator, said that 30% of the workman compensation and these people that are getting money in the state of North Carolina are fraudulent.
Wow. Only in the state of North Carolina, probably all over the place.
It could be higher in other places. Anyway.
Yeah.
You know.
So I have to talk about an animal story.
Guys, I know everybody.
Well,
what would you do if you didn't have an animal
I don't
segment?
know, but this is so cute.
It is?
This is so cute.
What is it about?
It's all right. This couple, Pam and Randy, right?
Pam and Randy.
They live in Grand Lake, Colorado, so
Okay.
out in the mountains, and it's cold, and they have one of those beautiful like log cabin looking homes.
Okay.
That's what it showed on the picture. Anyway, they decided to add a beautiful statue to the front of their yard, right?
Okay.
So they got this brass moose statue because there's moose out there in the wild, in the mountains, so they have a beautiful moose statue in their front yard. Well, all of a sudden, the statue.
Well, let me ask, it's a statue. Is it like life size? Is it like how big is it?
Yeah, it's a life-size moose statue made out of like copper or brass or I don't know.
So it looks like a moose.
It looks like a moose with antlers. I mean, it's really pretty.
Okay.
Well, the statue started having a visitor every morning.
Right. Okay.
So these people like videotaped and took pictures. A bull moose who was lonely
Which
and
is the type of
looking
moose?
for love.
In all the wrong places.
In
obviously.
all the wrong places, decided, this looks like a friendly little friend for me. So he started coming around and rubbing up against her. And, they said kissing her. And all of a sudden, he hopped on the back.
So you mounted
And
the fake
started
statue?
mounting it. Yes. And,
Oh my God,
anyway, this
Bullwinkle's
couple,
dirty, huh?
Oh, he's very dirty. But anyway, people in tour buses are driving by, neighbors, everyone's going crazy because supposedly this bull moose is visiting every morning and hops on the back.
Making love to its statue.
It's making love.
I wonder, is that kind of like having a blow-up doll girlfriend? I'm just wondering.
I don't
You
know.
know what I mean? I mean, I don't know anything about you, Bullwinkle, but is that like having a blow-up doll girlfriend?
Yeah.
So he's like really in love with this statue.
He's really in love, and they just thought it was cute. So he shows up every morning and makes love to the statue.
I mean, do these people have to clean the statue up? Does he blow wads on the
I
statue?
don't know.
Did they get into detail? But this is some serious. I would be kind of mad about it, huh?
I don't know.
It's violating their statue. So what were the people like? Do they think it's cute? They
They
videotape
just
it?
thought it was cute, but it was just, I mean, obviously he's in love. It was cute, and it was a funny story.
Oh my!
But,
God.
Speaking of that,
Speaking of what?
I just want to talk
Blowing
to you
wads?
guys about that. I didn't want to say it. And I want to talk to you. I want to talk to you guys about some health benefits Okay.
Okay, stop. Before this guy is like, you know what? I think a lot of our people are in the fitness and people watching. I'm like, how do you know this?
Man,
guy?
I
She
lift
says she
weights.
wants to do like a health corner.
I'm not talking about myself here. I'm talking about an article that I read. Okay. An article that I read about the health benefits. So listen to this. All of us like this, right?
Okay.
Do you drink protein shakes?
I do.
So
drink
your protein shake has your fructose sugar, water. It has your enzymes, your protein, your zinc, right?
Right.
Well, all of these nutrients are found in male ejaculate.
Hold on a second. So I don't know if I can get down with it, huh?
Sperm has the same healthy nutrients that we all get out of our protein shake.
So a semen shake, a semen milkshake, right?
So I'm not telling all of you guys to go. I'm just telling you there was some research done, and there's certain.
Sky is promoting semen milkshake.
I'm not promoting anything. I'm just informing you guys.
You're okay. Okay.
So there was some research done that certain animals actually consume semen for health benefits.
Right.
And they're actually naming it as a superfood.
So they're saying like the male semen contains all these vitamins,
all
and
these
nutrients.
great nutrients that are good for you, and
Right.
that is considered a superfood.
Right. And who said this? Who came up with this? I'm going to put you on the spot.
These smart people.
Right. These smart, perverted people. Oh, by the way, they're having the Masturbate-a-thon in Philadelphia.
No, the study was published in the Journal of Biology Letters by lead author Benjamin Wegener.
Benjamin Wegener.
Yes,
okay.
from some Australian university.
Oh.
And basically they're saying it doesn't necessarily mean that humans should start, consuming
Right.
or feasting
just, like,
during
semen at
foreplay.
6 meals a day, right?
But if you wanted to, there's some resources out there for you guys to make it a little more enjoyable.
Resources.
Did you know that there
to
are
learn about it?
Did you know that there are recipe books? There's the Semenology, a book.
Hold on, slow, pump your brakes, Guy. Okay, hold on a second. There's a recipe book for semen.
Yes. The Semenology, a book dedicated for the bartender in your life, so you can make delicious cocktails with a little semen added to it. Health benefits. Listen, I'm not saying that
that you're making. Like you have
I'm
a
not
semen
making
bartender.
these things.
Right.
I'm just informing you guys.
But there's people out there that actually are doing it.
There's people out there because, like, we deliver
Semenology, everybody. There's
Semenology
a book.
to make
if you
cocktails.
Have semen cocktails and improve your health benefits with semen.
Also, the Natural Harvest, a collection of food recipes
With semen.
in it, and it's actually getting good reviews.
That's fucking crazy. In mixed martial arts, there's a lot of people that drink their own urine. And that might be the new thing. I don't know. With into the new, obviously we're getting deep into the new millennium, but maybe people want to start eating their own semen and drinking their own urine and stuff.
But I would just have to say, though, if we're going to be talking about this gross stuff, if you're going to do all that stuff, you might want to make sure that you eat healthy to begin with.
Yeah, and you might want to be sure that you eat healthy and that if you're getting it from somebody, if women are getting their semen from the men, that they don't have the HPV virus. Because we so much. I mean, seriously.
Yeah.
Think about that. Okay, I mean that was the whole talk this week was the Michael Douglas thing.
Michael Douglas. Mm-hmm. One thing was said, and now all of a sudden, hold up, I didn't say it like that. That's what he's saying now.
He didn't say it like he said that shit like that. He's covering his ass because Catherine Zeta-Jones was ready to dig up in his ass.
Oh yeah, she probably yeah.
I mean, it's funny because it is funny. We can slow it down for a second. HPV was like it's something that
it's a human papilloma virus.
That's the tongue twister, You notice I shut the fuck up and let this guy say that.
75% of sexually, I can't even
active
talk.
People have
active people have it.
Right, so you probably have it.
Well, some people might not even know they have it because you don't have any kind of symptoms. But sometimes you can get little warts, genital warts. From
that's lovely, right? Yeah. It's funny because it's a lot of people don't realize they have that virus, and now there's so much. They're so preventative about it. Like the younger generation, you have to have 3 shots.
You can get vaccines, but it's optional. But there's different strains of it. Some of the strains you can get cancer.
Isn't there one particular strain like the
HPV 16 is the one that they say can cause throat cancer, which is very, very rare.
Right.
But anyway, so Michael Douglas last week came out and said that he got throat cancer from
So go ahead, continue.
So when he got home, Catherine Zeta-Jones was probably like, have you lost your fucking mind? We're getting a divorce.
Like
so Michael Douglas, his spokesman, released a statement saying that basically the actor was saying No. I didn't say that I got it from oral sex.
Right.
I'm just saying you can get it from oral sex, people. That's not what I said.
Do you know what's funny about when he made that statement, that initial statement? I think he did an exclusive interview with a British magazine or something. And he said that. I didn't think anything about it. But you know who actually brought that to my attention was my mother. I happened to go past her place and I was visiting her and she was like, that's just really screwed up. Douglas made that statement. Like her first thought was like, that makes Catherine Zeta-Jones look bad. And I'm like, I didn't even think of it in that sense. I just was thinking, okay, well, maybe he got it from somebody else prior to meeting her, because people in our generation, so many people had that virus and it was like, okay, everybody's a carrier of it. It's no big deal.
Yeah. I mean, both men and women can have it.
Right. So, but it's interesting how now with all these, these revelations, basically they're saying, okay, it can be dangerous. So be careful, be careful if you make semen milkshakes, people, and be careful if you're
that is some crazy sound. My God.
And you know what? Thank God I don't have throat cancer. Anyway, what's next?
Oh my God.
Oh, God.
Anyway, it's about that time to put you on the spot.
But,
no, what were you thinking? Holy shit.
I didn't.
You seemed like you were excited about something.
I was excited about something. Make a choice, bitch.
All right.
I'm not calling her a bitch. This guy is going to put me through the ringer
Make
again.
a choice, bitch.
Now, let me ask you something. This week on the show, okay, are we doing you've been doing this.
Yeah, man. I'm doing.
My lady friends earlier going to like that.
I've been doing the fast ones.
The fast ones?
The quickie ones.
Oh, see, is it a quickie this time?
Yes.
It's a quickie.
It is because I like it.
Okay.
I'm on a roll with that.
You're on a roll. Okay, I'm ready. Okay,
like
guys,
it.
she's going to
Ready?
fire some questions and I'm going to tell you first.
That's right. Black or white?
Black.
City living or country living?
City living.
Tall and fat or short and skinny?
Short and skinny.
Hamburger or hot dog?
Hamburger.
Morning or night?
Night.
Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts?
Dunkin' Donuts. Because of the donuts part.
Starbucks has treats?
No, they don't have Dunkin' Donut treats.
T or A?
What?
T or A?
T or A?
Think about what that stands for.
Oh, A. Okay. A. Okay.
Scuba diving or skydiving?
Scuba diving. No, fucking want my chute open. I'd rather have a shark bite me in my ass.
Piercings or tattoos?
Tattoos.
Vodka or tequila?
Depends who I'm partying with.
You gotta pick one.
Tequila.
Tequila? You would pick that over vodka?
Mm-hmm.
Vodka.
Vodka.
Tequila.
I like vodka. Vodka is my
your
choice.
Go-to?
It's my go-to, but
if you want to party and feel good, it's tequila.
If someone says let's party, let's do shots, I'm not going to do a shot of vodka. I'm going to say
that's kind of yucky.
Send me out some Patron.
Yeah, there you go.
Because it's good stuff. Anyway, guys,
that was it. It's been fun.
It has been fun. It's been real. If you guys haven't had a chance to go over to iTunes and subscribe, please go over to iTunes and subscribe to the podcast. And tell your friends about that as well.
Leave us some comments.
Leave us some comments
on iTunes. Follow us on Twitter.
And blow us up and tweet us out. We would appreciate all that you can do for us. And we're out. Deuces. God damn. Some sensitivity, man. That motherfucker ain't handicapped. Just straight bust me in my head with a goddamn suitcase. Is that
sounds like an alarm. What is
That's dangerous. You don't want to do that, okay?
Danger.
Bring up the danger. He's like, hey.
Danger, Will Robinson.
Hey.
Holy complications.
Hey, Robin. So I'm giving out compliments, Telemundo. But anyway,